Hey everybody, it's Pedro Echeverria here with Mission First Group, where we serve San Antonio and all of the surrounding areas nearby, all the counties, all the way up to Austin, Texas, including Bernie, New Braunfels, Castroville, Canyon Lake, San Marcos, and everything in between. Right now I am super excited because this neighborhood is one of my favorites, Estancia Ranch. I'll show you guys a little bit about it, but I'm super excited to bring you into this house because this builder specializes in what I like to call the middle between affordable and high quality luxury style homes. And I'm talking about Meritage Homes. What do I think is the best? Well, I think here in San Antonio, affordable homes are going to start in the 200s all the way to 300s. When we talk about luxury, they're going to start in the 500s all the way to millions of dollars. But what happens between affordable and luxury? That is a unique market, and Meritage does that really well because they give you high-end finishes for the 400s and even mid 300s. They're also going to give you spray foam insulation, big square footage, and great communities, right? It doesn't matter if you have a high-end product in not a good area. What you want to have is a good area with a high-end product that is going to go up in price, is going to appreciate year over year consistently, and you have the best school district because, like I said, San Antonio is ran by school districts. The better the school district, the more valuable your home, your neighborhood, more desired it's going to be. So let's go inside. This house is 2403 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, family room upstairs, and a media room. You're going to love it. The finishes are gorgeous. And overall, just an amazing, amazing opportunity. It's right in the cul-de-sac, which is amazing. No neighbors behind you, guys. No neighbors behind you. So it's an incredible opportunity. Let's go. All right, my friends. So right as we walk in, look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous high ceilings, guys. This is beyond high ceilings. Super tall, about 20 feet, 22 feet or so. Beautiful door at the entrance with the smart lock right here. A little coat closet when you enter the house. Look at that iron rod right there. So you can still see from the game room upstairs, you can see what's going on downstairs. So this will be the main living area. Look at the sunlight. Don't forget you are in the cul-de-sac. Let me go back out so you can really see what I'm talking about. Look at this cul-de-sac. Beautiful cul-de-sac. Right in between San Antonio and Bulverde. Comal district. This will be your dining area. Over here, it gets two 9-foot ceilings for the dining area and the kitchen. And then look at all this light, guys. Double pane windows. Plenty of space for a big old table right here. And then you also have this awesome kitchen. Look at this backsplash. Very pretty. Cabinets, white cabinets. Appliances look very nice. And guess what? I can get you the fridge, washer, and dryer included. But like I said, don't skip the end because there's way more than just the appliances. Look at the sink. Let's check out the pantry. Very spacious pantry. Let me show you while we're here, before we show you the rest of the home. I just want to show you the covered patio. No neighbors. This is why, in my opinion, this is the perfect house. Not only are you getting a killer product below 450 that could really compete with houses in the 500s, the incentives I'm going to talk about are insane. No neighbors behind you, top school district in San Antonio, beautiful amenities in the neighborhood, and overall a gorgeous location that you would love. All right. That was a beautiful, beautiful yard. It is very spacious. You're going to get a couple trees in the back and a couple trees in the front. Now let's go here, right around the kitchen. We're going to go show you the powder room. So this is where your guests will come and use the bathroom without having to use, of course, your private personal bathroom. We don't want that. So now we're in the primary bedroom. Look at this, guys. Look at this bay window right here. Keep in mind, below 450. Just remember that as you're watching this. This is not 500. This is not 600. This is below 450. You're going to have carpet here. We're walking in to the bathroom. Look at this. Dual sink vanity, which is beautiful. It is the same quartz as the one in the kitchen. So they keep that uniformity all throughout, which is awesome. You have a walk-in shower Walk in. Oops, almost broke. Walk-in shower with a little window up there. You have a light as well. Look at that. Look at all this space. That's a big old closet there for the towels and everything else. Toilet area. Got his own private door. But let's go in the closet. Look at this. Look at this. Plenty of space to hang all your clothes in here. Now let's go upstairs because I really think you're going to love it. And I can't wait to break down the numbers, guys. I ran to this community. I know the sales rep. I've known him for a long time. And he texted me. He said, Pedro, I got one for you. This is one of the ones. I need you to come by, do some content, put it out there for you people. So I came up here and there's no way I was going to miss it. Look at this. Beautiful. Right before we go upstairs, let me do this. I'm going to show you. So when you're walking in, right next to the stairs, you're going to have the laundry area. And remember what I told you. I can get you washer and dryer included. Quality, right? Not just the most affordable appliances. We're talking quality appliances. That's a big laundry room, guys. Electric for the dryer. Look at this closet. Sorry, look at this garage. I like that the walls are finished. In a lot of new construction homes, you're not going to have finished walls. They're just going to be taped and floated, but they're not going to be textured. This one is. You have your water heater here. You're going to have your pre-plumb for water softener. And you know what I love about this builder? They think of efficiency. They stay ahead of what's going on. Do you see this right here? That's your 220 volt right there. So if you have an EV, an electric vehicle, you don't have to pay $1,500 like I paid $1,500. It's already done. They do it while the house is being built. That way you don't have to come and make changes and pay an electrician to come and break down the wall and none of that stuff. It's already done. So now we're going upstairs. Check this out, guys. How awesome is this? Look at this. High ceilings all throughout. Awesome. Look at this game room. Super spacious. Looks awesome from here. Everywhere you look, it's just beautiful. I love this railing. You'd be surprised for the 400s, even though to a lot of people it may seem like a lot. When it comes to this market, 400s, and a lot of builders, you're not going to get iron rod. You're just going to get sheetrock, right? You're not going to get high level items that could be luxury in the 5 to 600K range. You do with this builder. And it's even better when it's not just a good builder in a bad area. What about when it's a good builder in a great area? You see those bottom floor outlets right there? That's a luxury product. Then check this out. Look at this room. This is a game room, a movie theater room. But look at this. Whatever you want to do with this, a game room, a family room, a media room, an office, you decide. But it's huge. Full bathroom, right next to the game room, the big game room. You have your vanity, your toilet area, and then it's a full bathroom. So you do have your shower with the same tile matching as the tile on the floor. So you're always gonna have tile in the wet areas. At least you should. You're definitely getting that with this builder. Now let's go into the bedrooms here. Look at this. To the left, we're gonna have a full bathroom here, dual vanity, dual sink on your vanity, and then you have your shower and tub combination. Now let's go into the bedroom. This is a spacious bedroom. Very, very spacious. All this light coming in, guys. Honestly, in most of the video, I don't have to turn on lights. I just do it because I'm recording. Look at that closet. For a guest bedroom, you can't tell me that's not a good sized closet. For a guest bedroom, okay? So far we've seen 2 bedrooms, right? The one downstairs, that one right there, the guest one, a full bathroom. We've seen the family room up here. We've seen the massive media room or office. Now we're going into the 3rd bedroom. Look at the size of this bedroom right here. And like I said earlier, when I was driving around the neighborhood, to me, this area is the best. Look at this closet. Just like the other one. All the racks to hang everything. Look at this other bedroom. Now we're in bedroom number 4. I moved to this neighborhood, this part of town, because I knew this was a great area to live in San Antonio. I knew that I was surrounded by higher end communities that were gonna help the value of my house continue to go up. You don't wanna have the most expensive house in an area that's not growing, in an area that's not appreciating in value consistently. No, if you're gonna invest, in my opinion, more than 3, 4, 500,000, well, make sure you do it in an area that's gonna appreciate faster than most, right? And what I said, San Antonio is ran by schools. The better the schools, the more attractive it is. Look at that, guys. Spray foam insulation. And if you don't think we're gonna touch it, then you don't know me. Have a little outlet. Your HVAC unit. Look at all this spray foam. Okay. They leave a few pieces of tile here in case you ever have to replace one or whatever. But yeah, there's not much to see here, but I want to show you because why not? So my friends, it is now the time of the video that's my favorite because I break down all the numbers for you, everything you need to know about it, from incentives, what are you going to pay, what down payment do you need to bring in, how much is the HOA, everything. Remember what I told you. The appliances included is not everything. There's so much more that I think you're going to be shocked and you're going to want to come to this house. But I'm also making an offer right here while I'm recording, and I'm putting it on video because it is that important to me. If you are PCSing to San Antonio, if you're military, or if you're just a family relocating from another state, and you come here to San Antonio to look at homes with me, and we spend a whole weekend together, we pick a house that you like, we put it under contract, just for buying with me, I'm gonna reimburse you $2,000 for your travel expenses, whether it's the hotel or the flight. $2,000 for you, for working with me. So let's get straight to it. Let's go straight to numbers. My friends, it is that time where we break down all the numbers, and I'm super excited because this is the segment where it's all about transparency. I want to make sure you know what you're getting into. Buying a home is not a small thing, it's a big deal. So with that being said, I just want to make a quick disclaimer that I am not a licensed loan officer or a licensed tax appraiser. The numbers that I'm using are estimates, and they're based on the current market prices right now, and also builder programs, incentives that they're offering. Everything could change in the future, but for now, this is what they're offering, and these are the estimates. If you ever want to just verify the exact numbers, then I always suggest reach out to your local banker. However, the incentives that I will talk about are tied to the in-house lender that this builder works with. So let's get into it. So for this scenario, the home price is $449,000. And like always, I like to focus on the most commonly used types of loans, which will be FHA, which will be conventional, VA, and of course, cash. So starting with FHA, you can start as low as 3.5% down payment. This is a perfect loan program for first-time home buyers. It's very popular because it's not a big down payment for most people. And if you qualify, there's a possibility you could qualify for down payment assistance. With that being said, private mortgage insurance will always exist for the life of the loan when it comes to FHA. So keep that in mind. So for the home price of $449,000, we're estimating the 3.5% down payment, which is $15,715. For all scenarios, we're estimating closing costs at 4%. So that'll be $17,960 for closing costs. If you want to know what closing costs are, well, they include lender fees, title fees, tax fees, pretty much everything, right? All types of fees. So just keep that in mind. We estimate about 4%. It could be a little bit less, but sometimes it's better to shoot for a little bit higher just to be safe. So when we add those up, then we're looking at around $33,000, 675 total cash to close. But the beautiful thing is, like I said, this is a buyer's market and you have a lot of incentives. So the builder is giving $10,000 towards closing costs. So you do the math. Out of the 33,675, you take away the closing cost. And just because they're offering 10K, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and try to get you all the closing costs covered. So if it's a little bit more, let's say 12K total closing costs, I'm going to go get that from them. That's my whole goal. My goal for every buyer I have is just to bring you into a brand new, gorgeous house in a great area with only your down payment. And I will fight for you like crazy. So just keep that in mind. I love the fact that they're offering great incentives as well with interest rates. So they do have rate buy downs, right? So if you qualify, you can start year one at 2.99%, year two at 3.99, and then stay with a 4.99 after that, which is incredible. If you know what the rates are out there right now, you're looking in the sixes. So you would be about a point and a half lower after year three, which is awesome. So you have a low payment with a killer deal that I would negotiate for you price wise and incentives wise. And I mean, you would love it, honestly. Now let's talk about conventional. And for conventional, I like to focus on three scenarios: a 5% conventional down payment, a 10%, and a 20%. If you have really good credit and you have enough money for a large down payment, conventional may be the best option for you. What conventional does is that 20% of the loan amount, the private mortgage insurance falls off, which means that you get to save an extra, 150, 200 bucks every month because now you don't have private mortgage insurance. So that's really good. If we do a 5% down payment, you're looking at 22,450 plus the closing costs, right, which we estimated at 4%, which will put your cash to close at 40,410. If we do the 10% down payment, you're looking at 44,900. Total cash to close, 62,860. If we're doing 20% down payment, we're looking at 89,800 with a total cash to close of 107,760. Now remember what I said, I'm estimating a big amount of closing costs. It's better to be safe. I anticipate that it will be way lower than that. I'm thinking 10 to 12K, but just to be safe. With that being said, remember what I told you. I'm going to fight to make sure I get you closing costs covered fully. So I want you to simply focus on the down payment amounts. That's what you're bringing to the table. And you may ask me, Pedro, why would I want to do 10 or 20% down payment if I could just do 5? Well, it depends. It depends. If this is an investment home, if it's not your primary home, the lender may require you to do a bigger down payment. So just keep that in mind. Incentives wise, they're offering a 4.99 interest rate, same thing with the 2-1 buy down that I covered with the first year at 2.99, then 3.99, then 4.99. All right, let's talk about VA loan, which is my personal favorite. A little bit biased. I am a vet and I have used my VA loan a few times over, and I plan to keep using it more times. So, with that being said, before I say anything, I want to, if you're a veteran or active duty, I want to thank you for your service. It truly means a lot to me and to the community here in San Antonio, what you've done for us, for this country, for our freedom. So, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My commitment is to serve you and to make sure that you're taken care of from day one all the way to closing. And even after we close, I want to make sure you know that I'm always here for you as someone you can rely on, someone you can count on. That being said, take advantage of your VA loan, my friends. You don't have a down payment, as you should know that. No down payment. So we really just focus on cash to close, right? Closing cost, which we're estimating 4%. Like I said, is a little bit too high, but it's okay. We're going to do 4%, which is 17,960. Keep in mind, I'm definitely going to get you closing costs covered. So guess what, my friend? you don't bring anything to the table to close. If you are a veteran or active duty and you use your VA loan, I will fight so you don't bring anything to the closing table. And you're going to have the same rate, which is, that 2-1 buy down with the 4.99. So starting at 2.99% for the first year, 3.99 for the second, and then ending at 4.99. Okay. Now keep in mind, if you are 10% or more disability or you have a Purple Heart, then no origination fee by the lender that will be waived. And I love Texas. If you're a 100% disabled veteran, you don't have property tax. So not only are you getting a low interest rate on this house, and I'm getting you all closing costs covered, and you don't have a down payment. What if without taxes, because you're 100% disabled? I told you that we can take off anywhere from 500 to $1,000 from the monthly payment because you don't have taxes. Now you have a very, very low payment on a gorgeous house. That's a killer deal on one of the best parts of all of San Antonio. You deserve that, my friend, and I'm here to make it happen for you. Now, for cash purchases, well, we know we're not using a lender, so estimated closing costs are going to be way less because we're only dealing with a title company. So title fees, tax fees, HOA, all that good stuff, but we don't have lender fees. So we're estimating 2%, which it could still be pretty high, but it's best to be safe. So 8,980, and of course your total cash to close is the price of the home plus the closing costs. But like I said, I will fight for you to make sure we bring that closing costs as low as possible. There's no lending involved, so there's no lender to give you a lot of incentives, but I will negotiate enough with the builder to make it make sense. And if we can't get rid of the closing costs because they're title fees, not lender fees, then I'm committed to working on negotiating that price of the home itself, bringing it down a little bit more to make up for that 2% of closing cost. All right, so I touched on all the incentives in every scenario, but in case you need to go over them again, I will leave them here on the screen. The closing cost credit, the rate buy down, and I'll be able to get you appliances. Okay, in Texas, you will have your realty items that come with the house, which is the stove, the fridge, the dishwasher. But I'm also going to be fighting for you to get your fridge, a washer and dryer, and all the blinds in the house because that's what I do. And remember, I will fight like hell to get all your closing costs covered, and I will fight to submit an offer. Just because you see a price, it doesn't mean we can't get it for a little bit lower than what it's priced at right now. So you have that commitment from me. I want to talk to you guys about the neighborhood and the area highlights. I do live about 5 minutes away from this community, so I 100% love this part of town. I love it. Some of the best schools. This is why I moved my daughter, my wife, everyone to this part of town. I love it. Community features. Well, you have a beautiful amenity center that is a gorgeous pool, gorgeous swimming pool. You have a park right next to it. You have like a little picnic area. Park and playground is going to be fantastic. They do have a bigger area next to it, which in my opinion, I think they're going to be expanding that. Don't quote me on it, but for now, you do have a very nice amenity center. It's not a big community, so that's good. It's not a massive one. It's not a mega community. It's a medium size, I would say, community. So that makes it a little bit more boutique like. Not a lot of people for the pool. HOA and taxes. Well, the HOA in this community, you're going to be at 500 per year annually. Property tax rate is at 1.896%. And remember that your taxes will adjust because right now you're only being taxed if it's only the land, right? But once you closed on it, then the house will be also appraised by the district. So it will change. But also, if you have exemptions, right? I talked about the disabled veteran exemption. If you're at 100%, no tax. You could also file for homestead exemption. If you have less than 100% disability from the VA, then you can get up to 20% of the price removed by the appraisal district. So just keep that in mind. A lot of great benefits for homestead exemption. You're looking at 100K off the price, which is fantastic. And for last, my friends, if you are ready to tour this home or any other home in San Antonio, I want to remind you that the builders and the sales reps work together. They don't work for you, which is why you should never go to new construction by yourself. You need an agent that has your back, that is going to negotiate for you, hold the builder accountable, and make sure that you understand every single thing that you're signing, every single thing you're getting into. We're here to be your guides, your advisors. We're the professionals. So please don't go by yourself. And the best thing about it is the builder will cover my compensation. I will not come after you to cover my fees. I'm able to service anyone. If you're looking at a state, you're looking to relocate, I can do virtual tours for you. I can do Zoom calls, whatever works for you. But my friends, this is the part that I really love. And I thought about this a couple months ago, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it now. But I am offering, just because I love you so much and I appreciate your business, and I'm excited for you to move to San Antonio. If you are relocating to San Antonio, you're PCSing, you can show me that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provide you, I'm gonna gift you $2,500 once we close towards your lodging or any travel expenses. That's how much I care about you. I want to make sure that you get something from me, that you feel that it was a great experience, and I'm going to fight like hell to get you the best deal. So, like I said, you're relocating, you're PCSing, you can show that to me. You come to San Antonio for the weekend, we find some houses. Once we close on your house, I will give you that gift to make sure that you know how much I appreciate you. So I'm going to leave my contact information. You can call or text me. But I want you to click on this link where it says connect online, because that's where you can follow me on all social media. And you could also book a phone call. You can text me directly. Whatever works for you, you can reach me. And also, I want you to pay attention to this right here. It says search new homes. I want you to click on that, because that is a app that allows you, as my client, to see all new construction. The MLS and Zillow are not going to show all new construction, because not all builders post everything they have on inventory, or even the houses that are currently being built at foundation stage. Well, if you click on here and you search through this link, you're able to see everything. All the houses that are currently being built, the ones that are ready to go. It shows you all the incentives, all the tax rates, all the schools, everything there is to know about new construction homes in San Antonio, you can find here, all the way up to Austin. So please click on here. You can search some homes, and whenever you're ready to start looking, even if you're not ready to buy right now, you just want to look at homes, I want you to reach out to me, because I'm ready to serve you. I'm ready to help you. And most importantly, I'm ready to demonstrate to you that I'm here for you, that I'm here to step up and provide you the best service humanly possible. So my friends, you all have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.